friends. It's been a minute, about a couple weeks. It's Mo here. We are getting ready for a 45-minute lunchtime vinyasa flow. While we're waiting for those of you who would like to join us today, I want to ask you, if you live here in the United States, are you registered to vote? Are you? Just something to think about. If you are not registered to vote and you're like overwhelmed about the process, just go ahead and you can DM me and I would be happy to help you figure out how to register to vote. Okay? So that is all that is needed. Cool. Again, I'm just waiting here for a few more minutes and then we'll get started with our flow here. It's important, to, as a yoga practitioner, to think about the ways that your actions reflect the greater collective conscious and the greater collective world. Yeah? Cool. So we'll get started here again in about a minute. And yesterday was also the equinox. So that's something that we might take some time to honor and observe today. Cool. Well, we are just at about noon. So let us go ahead and get started. We're going to start in Sukhasana, this nice, easy, cross-legged position. You can, if you are someone who has half lotus in your practice and you're feeling okay with it in this moment, you're welcome to take it, or full lotus if that is in your practice. Or again, if there's any other comfortable seated position that you like to take, you're welcome to take that as well. Sukhasana is always a nice, easy first choice. And as we're here, let us take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Gently closing the lips. Breathing naturally and normally for a few moments as you allow yourself to center inward. Just begin to check in with you. Notice any feelings, any thoughts that might be present. Tuning into your physical body, we take that mental scan from the top of the head all the way down through the body, through the limbs to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. Noticing along the way any places within your body that feel a little more tight or tense. Send these places of tension a gentle, loving invitation to begin to soften, to release and to relax. As you begin to draw your awareness to your breath. At first, we simply notice our natural breathing pattern, simply tuning into the current quality of our breath. Just observing. As you're tuning into this breath, I invite you to simply become more aware of this present moment. Give yourself permission to be right here, right now, on your mat, with your breath. Feel the air of the room brushing against your skin. Tune into any other sounds that you might hear. Feel your sit bones melting downwards towards the mat. Letting go of any gripping in the thighs. Give yourself permission to sit just a little taller so the sides of the torso begin to grow out of the hips. The solar plexus in the front of the body begins to rise. Let the shoulders melt down the back. Lengthening through the spine, allowing the back of your neck to grow long and spacious. Releasing tension in the jaw, allowing your face to grow soft. Let us begin to deepen our breath. We'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Sigh it out. One more deep inhale. And let it go. Gently closing the lips. Continuing this deepening of the breath. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the back of the throat, lips gently sealed and back through the nose. So we begin to engage our Ujjayi Pranayama. Those long, slow, smooth inhales that fill us up completely. Long, slow, smooth exhales that release entirely. All the while hearing the aspiration of our breath in our ears. You get that small, audible hissing sound. And this Ujjayi Pranayama begins to stoke our inner fire. It begins to warm up the body. As you're breathing in this manner, take a moment to set an intention for your practice today, a sankalpa. This can be whatever is speaking to you in this moment. Earlier, I brought up the fact that the equinox was yesterday, the autumnal equinox. This is a time where we celebrate equal light and equal dark. But it is also the time where the days start to get shorter and the nights start to get longer. So during this time of the year is a wonderful time to begin to allow yourself to release into the warmth of self-reflection. And to allow yourself to begin to move into a space of receiving, of tuning inwards. So I offer to you, perhaps we set an intention today to begin to open up into this space of receiving. And then if that doesn't speak to you, that's quite all right. This is your practice. You can set whichever intention you would like. It's possible that you brought an intention to the mat today. So once you've found your intention, whatever it may be, allow yourself to commit to it fully, so that every breath, every movement of your practice is infused with this intention. And then ultimately, in service of your path along your journey to deeper connection. Let us draw the right hand to the heart. Let the left hand plant right over the top there as we begin to tune into this heart space. Let us take one more deep breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. Audible sigh out. Release that chin towards the chest. Let your eyes begin to float open. Welcome, namaste. Allow these eyes to float open. Good. Reach these palms together. Press them together. Nice big inhale, gaze up. Super sweet. Exhale, reach these arms out and down. Maybe even rolling those wrists a little bit. Yeah. Cool. Maybe roll them the other way as well. Super sweet. Reach these fingertips along the floor here. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh here. We sit tall atop our sit bones, gazing back. Each inhale creates length and space. Each exhale moves into the twist a little more. Good, one more inhale here. Exhale, coming through center all the way over to the other side, twisting to the left. Left hand comes behind you, right hand to the outside of the thigh there. We sit tall atop the sit bones, gazing back. Pulling this low belly in, activating our core to help us protect our spine and to support its length, to support the integrity of its length as we twist. Good. One more inhale here, friends. Exhale, return to center. Mindfully move yourself into your tabletop position, all fours, yeah? So these hands come underneath our shoulders. Our knees come underneath the tips of our hips here. Let us begin to move ourselves through some cat-cows, beginning with cow. Inhale, bow that belly down towards the mat. The tailbone lifts, the heart shines forward, and your gaze lifts. Exhale, tailbone and head drop, arching back, heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, belly bows, tail lifts, heart shines, gaze lifts. And exhale, tailbone and head drop, arching that back. One more round, y'all. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your nice neutral tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes underneath us, pressing into the mat. Mindfully begin to lift the tailbone up into the sky, moving into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Begin to pedal through those feet. If you'd like, maybe getting into the calves a little bit. Perhaps you lift yourself up onto the balls of your feet and release both heels to one side, getting a little stretch through the right side. Inhaling, coming back to the balls of your feet, lifting those heels through center, and then perhaps releasing them to the other side of your mat. Maybe getting a stretch through the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center, let those heels release. Pressing into the palms here, spreading fingers wide, and actively traction those palms forward as you actively lift the tailbone up and back. We pull the bottom ribs in towards the navel to help protect the spine, to get access to our core. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Good. Nice big inhale here through the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale, glide forward, plank position, shoulders over the wrists. Beautiful. Exhale, press and lift, downward facing dog. Two more of these. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press and lift. One more. Inhale, forward. Good. Exhale, press and lift, down dog. This time, inhale, gliding forward. Hold here for a few breaths in your plank. Actively pressing the floor away, so we are engaging that shoulder girdle. Press back through the heels. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Breathe. Feel your body warming up. Stoke that inner fire warrior. Good. One more inhale here. Press the floor away. Exhale, shoulders come past the wrists. We hug our elbows in, lower, all the way down into the mat. Untucking those toes. Inhale, lift for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Heart moves forward, elbows reach back. Good. Exhale, lower down. One more of these. Inhale. Good. Stay here to exhale. Lift your hands as you inhale. Good. Notice the activation in your back. Pull the low belly in. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, release back to the mat. Super sweet, tuck your toes, elbows hug close to the body. You have two choices here. You can come through all fours and go to downward facing dog, or you can come through your plank position using an inhale to lift and an exhale to come back into down dog. Either way, mindfully move yourself back into your downward facing dog. Good. From here, take a nice big inhale, reach the right leg high into the sky. Exhale, bend this knee as you glide forward. That foot's gonna come in between the hands here. Good, so we find a nice long, low lunge. Release the back knee, yeah, good. As you're here, if you can, lift the shoulders, let them lift a little bit, let your heart lift. Good, take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, move your pelvis back in space, lengthening through the right leg, bow forward. Into your Ardha Hanumanasana. Good, inhale, come back forward. Bending back into that knee, let the hip drop a bit. Super sweet, a few more of these dynamic moving between the two, yeah? Nice big inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Good, inhale, coming back. Exhale, half split. Inhale, coming back forward. Good, one more, exhale. Inhale. Good, stay here as you exhale, let that hip fall a little more. You can, if you'd like, untuck this back toe. Begin to press into that foot so we're activating through the hip. Draw the right hip crease back, hug it in just a little bit. And then when you're ready, sweep the arms up into the sky into your full Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach through fingertips. Exhale, perhaps let the hips fall just a little more. And then maybe if you'd like, open up. Good. Lifting the heart, the sternum up towards the sky. One more inhale here. Exhale, these hands release down to the mat. Tuck that back toe underneath. Draw the left foot to meet the right. Gentle forward bend. Let the head go. So just kind of a nice ragdoll position here. Yeah. If you'd like, you can clasp opposite elbows. Maybe begin to lengthen those legs out, letting your weight come forward. Few breaths here. Beautiful. Use an exhale to release those hands down towards the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, find a flat back. Exhale, draw those hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet. Yeah? So if we come to our plank position, actually, nice big inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, let your weight come forward, hug those elbows close, come halfway to Chaturanga. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. Broaden through the collarbone, press into the hands, press into tops of feet. Good. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, press and lift, downward facing dog. Good breath together. Inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high into the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, shoulders over the wrists as you glide forward. Knee comes up. Flex the foot and draw it forward. Good. So you find a nice long lunge, and then we drop that back knee. As we're here, take a moment. So maybe those arms need to come a little closer. Maybe the shoulder blades need to draw down the back. We maybe want to lift the head, let the heart lift a bit. Good. A nice big inhale here in our Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, that half split. Pelvis moves back in space. We lengthen through this left leg. Bowing forward, hinging at the hips. Use the next inhale to come back forward towards the front of the mat. Beautiful. A couple dynamic movements, matching the breath to the movement, forward and backwards. Good. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Hips reach back. Inhale, coming forward. Two more of these. Exhale. Inhale. Super sweet. One more. Exhale. And inhale. Stay here as you exhale, maybe letting those hips reach down towards the mat and forward. Untuck that back toe if you would like. Press into that foot. Good. Left hip crease draws back. We hug it in a little bit. Good, so we hug in that center line. Swoop. And then when you're ready, sweep the arms into the sky. Shoulders release. Good. Use an inhale to perhaps lift through the heart. Open yourself up. Find this sense of receiving, even in the effort, right? So there's effort here happening as we pull in our upper inner thighs, as we pull in that pelvic floor. There's effort as we press into the back foot, as we steady ourselves with the front foot, as we reach, reach, reach. But there are places for surrender here, through the hip, through the heart, through the back. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, hands release to the mat. We're gonna tuck the back toe underneath. Let that right foot meet the left here and find a gentle forward fold, sort of a ragdoll position. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into the feet. Reach these arms high into the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Maybe heel toe those feet back towards one another. Draw the shoulders down the back, lengthen through crown of head. Come back to your intention. Come back to your breath. Awesome, friends. A few Surya Namaskar A's. Sun salutation A. Here we go. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, folding forward. Uttanasana, head releases. Inhale, find that flat back position. Exhale, draw those hands to the mat, walk, step, or jump those feet. Wait, forward first, elbows close, throw down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Big inhales, smooth exhales. At the end of your next exhale, gaze towards the front of the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet in between the hands. Inhale, come up half flat. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, torso lifts, we reach arms high. Palms together, hands at heart center. Good, two more, friends. Inhale. Exhale, floating forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet. Flowing down through chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Bhujangasana. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Few breaths here. Good. At the end of your next exhale, gaze towards the front of the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, torso lifts, we reach arms high. Exhale, palms together, heart center. Good, one more. Inhale. Exhale, floating forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, walk, step, or jump those feet, flow through your vinyasa. Super sweet. Know that if you ever want to skip a vinyasa, you can go straight to down dog, no worries. Always honor your body where it is. Take a nice big inhale here, lift that right leg high. Exhale, bend that knee as you glide forward, foot comes in between the hands. Good, from here. We're gonna move again into a nice position here where the shoulders are lifted, fingertips to the mat, yeah? Heart forward. Your hands might be hovering here, that's okay. Draw the right hip crease back, pull the pelvic floor in, yeah? Reach those arms up into the sky, lifting torso even more. So we find our high crescent lunge. Same principles here. Draw the right hip crease back, hug that hip in. Hug in your center line. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, draw these hands behind you, interlace those fingers. Lift the heart a bit. Maybe lift your gaze. These interlaced fingers back here, maybe they begin to rise off that back Good, y'all. One more inhale here. Exhale, release those hands, drawing them down to the mat. Pitch the back foot forward, about a foot or so. Lengthen through the right leg. So we begin to set ourselves up for a pyramid pose. Use an inhale here to find a flat back through the body first. Draw the right hip crease back. Exhale, fold forward over this right leg. Letting the head release. Breathing into the sensations you're feeling in the back of that right leg. Awesome. At the end of your next exhale, inhale, find that flat back. Exhale, bend into the front knee. The left foot meets the right here. Forward fold. Gentle bend in those knees. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bend that knee as you glide forward. Foot comes in between the hands. Good. From here, we find that nice low runner's lunge. Fingertips to mat. Shoulder blades sliding down, lifting the head and the heart. Good. Those hips begin to fall forward as that happens, right? As we begin to lift that torso. Press back through the back heel. Good. Your hands might hover. That's okay. When you're ready, sweep those arms up into the sky. Good. Bend deep into that front knee. Left hip crease draws back. Hug that hip in. Flex through that back foot. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands release behind. Opposite pinky on the outside. Draw shoulder blades together. Lift through the heart. Good. Maybe these back hands release off that leg back there. Who knows? Beautiful. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands release to the mat. Pitch your weight forward a little bit. Draw the right foot about 12 inches forward. Yeah, both toes are facing forward more or less. Draw the left hip crease back, the right hip forward. So we begin to square the hips off as we set ourselves up here for our pyramid pose. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, release yourself over this leg. Good. If you find that your hands just aren't reaching the mat yet, which is totally okay. Everybody's different. If you have some blocks, those are great. Yeah? Substitution for blocks at home would be a stack of books or maybe one giant book, maybe even a can of soup or a pot that you place upside down. These are all really good substitutions for your standard yoga block. Good. When you're ready, use an inhale to find your flat back. Bending into that front knee, right foot meets just a gentle forward fold. Both knees bend, let the head release. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend into those knees. Take the first two fingers, wrap them around the big toes. Good. Use an inhale to lengthen through the spine and the legs, any amount. Exhale to fold it forward. Get into those hamstrings a little bit more here. In Padangusthasana, our standing forward fold. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Let your weight come forward towards the balls of your feet. Breathe. Awesome. Use an exhale to release these hands away from the feet. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, torso lifts, we reach arms high. Exhale, release these hands behind you. Draw the palms to your sacrum. Fingertips face down. Yeah? Draw the elbows energetically towards one another. Again, as you draw the muscles in between the shoulder blades towards one another, so we begin to activate them. Use an inhale here to begin to lift through the heart. Your hips are going to naturally come forward. Just don't force that. Yeah, let that, accept where that goes. Pull that low belly in and be mindful of your low back. Lift through the heart. Think about lifting from all the way from the feet as opposed to letting yourself dump into the hips. Good, friends. One more inhale here. Exhale, release. Find that neutral spine. Good. Take a moment to just breathe and be. Letting feet melt. Letting crown of head lift to sky. You are strong. You are brave. You are enough. You are also gentle. You are wise. You are beautiful. Roll those hands to heart center. Nice big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana, head releases. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, walk, step, or jump. Those feet flow through your vinyasa. Awesome. We'll meet each other in down dog. From here, take a nice big inhale, lift that right leg into the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, gliding forward. Foot comes in between the hands, find your high crescent lunge. Good. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, draw these hands behind you, moving ourselves into that opening here. Now, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, begin to reach your chest forward. You can stay right here. This might be enough activation for you today. Or if you'd like to take it a step further, begin to float yourself forward. Find your warrior three here. When we find our warrior three, we want the hips to be square to the mat. So we draw the right hip crease back. We let the tip of the front of the left hip face down towards the mat. Reach, reach, reach through the ball of your, not the ball of your feet, the heel, and lengthen through the crown of your head. Good, a few more breaths here. If you're in that warrior three, use an exhale to begin to release that back foot back. We'll join our friends here who are bowed forward, and then let us all inhale, lift the torso, releasing hands, reach arms high. Beautiful. Exhale, open to the side of the mat completely. Yeah? So we have our feet about hips width apart, toes are facing forward, we're lengthening through crown of head here. Hands on the hips. Nice big inhale, lifting through the heart. Exhale, hinge these hips forward. Allow yourself to release down to your mat, let that head go. Good. We want here our feet and our hands to be on the same plane on the mat, if that is possible for your body in this moment. Or we just begin to work on the journey to getting there. We hinge at the hips here. We engage those quads a little bit by zipping them up. And we let our weight travel forward. Crown of the head begins to release to the mat. The shoulders actively draw away from our ears. A few more breaths. Awesome. Sauce at the end of your next exhale. Inhale, coming up halfway. Find your flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Or exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your torso. Super sweet. Turn those right toes forward. Bend into your right knee. So we find our warrior two. Good. Awesome, sauce, y'all. Nice big inhale. Reach through those fingertips. Exhale, release your back hand, front palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill, arms all the way down. Plank position, vinyasa. Super sweet. Let's take a good breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bend that knee, gliding forward. Foot comes in between the hands. Good. From here, sweep those arms up into the sky, finding your high crescent lunge. Draw those arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, opposite pinky on the outside. Yeah, good. Draw shoulder blades towards one another. Lift and open through the heart. Good. Now, nice big inhale. Exhale, we hinge forward at the hips. Find a 45-degree angle, as if I was to take a marker and draw a line along your body all the way to your heel. Yeah? Good. Now, you can totally stay and work right here, pulling in that core. There's a lot of activation here. Or if you'd like to take it further, Begin to float yourself forward. Find your warrior three. Be gentle and kind with yourself as you find your strength. And then also find the places where you might be over-efforting. This hands behind our back adds a little extra balance challenge. One more inhale here, friends. Exhale, gently releasing. Good. We all begin to reach those arms up into the sky as we lift the torso. Nice big inhale. Exhale, open to the side again completely. Toes parallel, hands on hips. Nice big inhale, lifting through. Exhale, folding forward. Head releases. Super sweet, friends. This is Prasarita Padottanasana A, wide-legged forward fold, first variation. When you're ready, use an inhale to come up half flat. Let's get into the knees a little bit more. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Good, inhale, bending into the left. Inhale, right. Coming in through center. Inhaling and exhaling left. Good, one more round, friends. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale to the left. Super duper sweet. Inhale, find that center place. Exhale, draw those hands to the hips. Then use the inhale to lift the torso. Left toes turn forward. Find your warrior two. Vira two. Front heel in line with the arch of the back foot. And we reach these arms out. Shoulders atop the hips here. Good. Reach, 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 reach. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release back hand, flip front palm, reverse. Reach up and back. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, windmill those arms all the way down to the mat. Take your plank position. Flow through your vinyasa. Awesome sauce. Nice big inhale here through the nose. Sayadata. Draw those knees to the mat. Toes together, knees apart. Sit those sit bones back towards the heels. Find yourself in your Balasana, your child's pose. As you're here, return to your breathing. Use your next exhale to walk hands, arms, and torso over to the left. So as to stretch through the right side of the body. Right sit bone reaches towards heel, even as you reach with those right fingertips. Breathe deep into your side body. Find space. Open it up. At the end of your next exhale, inhale, we move through center. Exhale, we walk the hands, arms, and torso over to the other side. Yeah? Good. Left sit bone reaches back even as you reach with those fingertips. Breathing into left side body. Use your inhale to come back to center. Exhale here. When you're ready, begin to look up. Draw these hands back towards the body. We'll bring those knees together. Good. Then you got a couple choices here to transition. You can simply draw the shins to one side, bum to the mat, and feet come forward. If you're someone working on your jump through, the first step here would be to just cross those ankles. Rolling the bum over and reaching those legs forward. Yeah? Good. Come towards the front of your mat here. Let us move ourselves into Dandasana, our staff pose. I'm going to take this flesh out from underneath us and we feel those hips in a neutral place. If you find that you naturally sort of roll into the low back, I recommend sitting on top of something, yeah? Whether that's a pillow or a blanket, and then allowing yourself to come a little forward of it so that your pelvis can find its neutral place, allowing your hamstrings and your hip flexors to begin to release in their natural state. Yeah, cool. From here, take a nice big inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, draw those shoulders down and back. Flex the feet. Gently press the legs into the mat. Lengthen through the body here. From the tailbone to the crown, from the sit bones to the heels. Super sweet. From here, use your next inhale to reach those arms into sky. Exhale, hinging forward of those hips, let the hands release. And one more inhale here to find more length through the tailbone to the crown of head. And exhale, begin to allow yourself forward. If you want to get into your low back a little more, or your hamstrings happen to be really tight today, you can also bend a little bit at the knees. So find what feels good for you, yeah? Use your next exhale to release, lifting that torso. Good. From here, bend both knees out to the side. We're going to find Baddha Konasana. So these feet come towards one another, heels come a little closer towards your pubis bone. Again, make sure you're sitting right on those sit bones. Open up your feet like a book. Nice big inhale, lengthen through crown of head. Exhale, gently hinging forward at the hips. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the top of your torso bowing, not the top of the torso, the top of the pelvis bowing forward. Breathe. Awesome, friends. At the end of your next exhale, release, lift the torso. Draw these knees towards the sky. Super sweet. From here, let the left leg go out long. And then we're going to draw the right foot over the left thigh. Moving ourselves into a twist here. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Now you can leave that left leg out, or if you'd like, you can gently bend it, bending the knee and drawing that heel towards your glute there. Yeah? Take a nice big inhale, hug this leg into the center line. Exhale, twist into it. Draw your right hand behind you. Take a few breaths here. You might be feeling some strong sensations through the outside of your hip, through the IT band. Breathe. One more inhale here. Exhale, release, and coming back to center. Unfold that left leg underneath you if you happen to have it. Yep, and then we'll switch. Good. Bending the left knee, drawing that left foot over the right thigh. Choosing to keep the leg long or to gently bend it. And draw that heel towards the glute on that side. Press this left foot strong. Yeah, good. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Take a moment here to see if your sit bones can find the ground. See if both of them can. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen through as you hug this leg into the center line. And then exhale, twisting in. Draw that hand behind. Gaze back. A few breaths here. Gently hugging this leg towards your center line, even as the left sit bone is trying to find the floor. Good, one more inhale here. Exhale, returning to center. We'll draw the right leg back out. That left leg nice and long, good. Maybe take a moment to just gently bend the knees, maybe gently Let your legs open and close. Super sweet. Take a nice big inhale, reach these arms forward. Exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine. Begin to lower yourself down to the mat here. I am going to switch my orientation so that you can see and hear me, but you can stay right where you're at. Awesome. As you're here, bend these knees and draw them in towards your chest, maybe rocking from side to side. Awesome. If you'd like, you can open yourself up to Ananda Balasana. We'd open up the legs, letting the ankles stack atop the knees, letting those knees release towards the mat, towards your armpits on either side. And then we grab onto the outsides of the ankles, legs, or feet, or if it's accessible, you can take the first two fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Check in with the chin. Notice if it's reaching up, or see if you can slowly lower it a little more, inviting some length through the back of the neck. And then, if you'd like, you can sway from side to side. You can also find stillness here and maybe tune into your tailbone and think about uncurling it a little bit towards the front of the mat. Good. Let us all take a nice big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Draw these legs back in towards center. Good. Draw the forehead to the knees, knees to the forehead. Awesome. Release the shoulders, the head, and the hands. Lengthen the legs to the ceiling. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your feet. Inhale, pointing. Exhale, flexing. Good. One more. Inhale, point. Keep pointing as you exhale. Reach those legs forward, nice and long. Engage this core. Create length. Good. And when you're there, let those legs naturally open however they would like. Take a moment to make sure your shoulder blades are underneath you. Draw those arms down away from the body, the palms face up. We begin to settle ourselves into our Shavasana. Let us take 3 good breaths together. Deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Let it all go. Gently close your lips. Let go of any breath control. Practice stillness of the body and of your mind. Draw your awareness to your third eye, that space in between the eyebrows, and allow yourself to rest in Shavasana. I'll let you rest for a few moments, and then I will lead you out of Shavasana and we'll close our practice together. But for now, be at peace. Shanti. Awesome, friends. If you would like to stay in Shavasana, I recommend that you do so and just allow yourself to rest. If you are in this moment ready to move back into the world, begin to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to roll your ankles and your wrists. Deepening the breath, inhale, arms overhead. Full body stretch. And then bending your knees, rolling yourself over to your right hand side in a fetal position. Take a breath or two there. Use your hands to bring yourself to a gentle seated position. You can continue to keep your eyes closed, or you can close your eyes once you're up there. We'll draw our hands, palms together at heart center. Heart rising to the thumbs. Let us close our practice together with the sound of one Om. So first we'll exhale all of our air out. Then we'll inhale an Om together. Here we go. Bowing into yourself in deepest gratitude. May your heart be kind, may your mind be fierce, and may your spirit always be brave. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Om Shanti, Shanti. Peace, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, let me know if you have any questions or feedback. You can DM me, you can comment here if you like. Please know that all of these classes that I put out there for you are pay what you can. So if you are able to throw a few dollars my way, I would super appreciate that. When I post this, I will post my Venmo information, my Zelle information, and my Cash App info. But know that you can also go to my go to my bio here on Instagram, and you can get to my Venmo link directly. All right. Francilia, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, friends, again, the offer still stands, as I awkwardly said at the top of this practice. Please register to vote. It is so important right now. And if you are overwhelmed or you have any questions about it and you just need someone to support you because you're not registered to vote and you would like to register to vote, please reach out to me. I am happy to help you. Okay? Much love, y'all. Keep kicking ass, taking names. I hope you have a wonderful start of the fall season. And let's practice again together soon. Much love. Adios.